Alright guys, let's do a little breakdown of a mod that I did for a viewer. And I know I said I wasn't going to do any more viewer mods, but hear me out on this one. I wanted to do this one because Alan is the owner. Alan presented some things that I've never worked with. So he presented the skx013, which is the smaller or mid-size case versus the standard skx007. So that's different, and it is constructed different, the way it's done. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to show you. I didn't take pictures, and I didn't do video of me working on it. I just got in a mood and went at it. The other thing is most of the parts he sourced. He bought all the parts and then sent everything to me, and then I tried to work on it. It was not easy because I had to learn on this one. It's different. So, but most of the parts are Lucius Atelier. It's Lucius and then Atelier. I'll put a link in the description. I have to say, I look forward to buying some parts from this seller because they are top-notch quality parts. So on that build, it is well, let's just break it down because I'm going to give you a cost analysis too, so we can have a better understanding of what parts are here and the total cost of it. So let's just do it that way. That's the way I've done it in the past. So basically you start off with a base Seiko skx013. Now you can get them cheaper. I prefer not to do that. Even when you're modding, I prefer to still purchase from, I don't know that you're going to get it through an authorized dealer, but you're going to get it through a trusted seller. So, and then maybe it's just a mental block I have, but I seem to have better luck when I'm working on things when I get them from someone like that. So like, for example, Mark over at Long Island Watch has these. His price is $250. You can go on eBay and you can get them for $228, and you might even be able to find them for less. But the difference from the $228 to the $250 is nominal. I'd rather give Mark my business. So that's why I'm using the $250 price. So $250 for the watch, and I know you're going to end up throwing most of the parts away, but whatever. So you're going to get the case, the stem and the crown, and the movement, I think. I don't know what else you're going to get. That's the most parts that's what you're paying for. So now I'm going to just call it LA because I can't keep saying Lucius Atelier. My tongue doesn't work that way. So these LA parts are the Explorer style bezel. So you're going to take off the dive bezel, and then this thing gets pressed on with no click spring or anything like that. It snaps on, and it is now part of the case. It is really on there. If I had to take that off, I would probably break something because it is really, really on there. So super good tight fit, and there's different finishing options and all that stuff. But the price on that bezel is only $29, which is, to me, I think is great because the fitment on it snaps on and you are good to go. The chapter ring is only $18. Now this one has the brushed one, and you can kind of see it in there. Hopefully I don't have too much grime and stuff on this, but you can see it in there. And the way the chapter ring sits in these 013s is much different than the 007. So like on the I can explain it, I think, pretty easy. So on the 007, basically if you want to change the chapter ring, you have to pop the crystal out. So it goes chapter ring in, and then the crystal gets pressed on, and it's sandwiched in between a relief in the case and the crystal being pressed in. On the 013, when you take the movement out, the chapter ring comes right out. So I actually prefer that more. But for manufacturing the case, I don't know which one's better, but anyway, that's the way this one works. So that chapter ring is only $18. Now the dial, I think, is probably one of the biggest value propositions here. This is a phenomenal black dial, very Explorer-like, and then it even has the Loom 369. Everything's loomed. I'm pretty sure everything is BGW 9 loom. We'll do a loom shot at the end. And the dial's only $48. And it seems like he's really heavy in the 013 parts, but I did notice he's got some other parts, and he's got some crazy custom dials and everything too. So definitely go check the link in the description to look at it. But okay, the next really good, all of his parts are actually, I think, really good price for what you're getting. The Mercedes style hands are only $33, and they are well polished, and they have BGW 9 loom on them. So you're going to get that really good clean loom, whereas I find it difficult sometimes to find aftermarket hands that are loomed out good. Now, of course, you're not going to get that Seiko loom on them, but if you can change out everything and it's consistent across the board and it's BGW9, I'm good with that. And then, so that cleans up for the LA parts. The last thing that Alan spec'd out and purchased was the Crystaltimes sapphire crystal. It's a flat crystal with the gasket. That was $44.90. So if you add all that stuff up, you have a grand total of $422.90. That's no strap. I can't remember if he has a Jubilee or what he was going to do. Obviously, early on, I tossed this Mora Bond style strap on there. That looked really good. I had this bracelet laying around that Homer sent over, and he wasn't sure what it was or what he even bought it for. And just playing around, every time I get a watch in, I hold it up to it and just see if it fits. Well, it fits. It doesn't fill up that gap altogether, but it is a strap code bracelet, but it definitely fits. So, but if you're good with that look, which I am, it's totally fine. And it actually extends the lug to lug, so it's going to fit a little bit better, I think, on my wrist. So I'll give you a wrist shot here real quick, actually, on my 7 1/4, how this smaller 013 works. On bracelet, I would totally wear this. I think that is a really good field watch look to it. So, and it's super comfortable because it's really balanced out. It doesn't feel like the watch head is overpowering the bracelet at all. So I think that looks good. It looks great, I think. I think Alan will be super happy with it. Let me close you guys out with a loom shot. Let me know what you think. Like always, when you start modding where you're replacing everything, I mean, it almost doubled the price of the watch. But not that you see a ton of 013s out there, but you're definitely not gonna see a ton of these out there. So it's pretty unique, I think. All right, here's the loom shot, and you can see the really nice, cool blue loom of the BGW9. It's very consistent on all of the parts. I could say maybe the 369 is slightly less than the indices, but not much. It's actually really consistent. So I think it's a great looking watch, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.